The world is a tough place. Your life is a tough place. There's problems out there and there's problems in here. You're likely not getting out of here without pain and suffering and sorrow. So here's the question. How are you going to get through it? And not just survive. How will you actually thrive? Well, I think you better have answers to life's biggest questions. Questions like, why are you here? What is the meaning and purpose of your life? On those days when you're not happy, which will be a lot, what will get you up and out of bed in the morning? Why does your life even matter? These are questions that everyone instinctively asks. Famous author Leo Tolstoy wrote that at the age of 50, his inability to answer these questions brought him to the verge of suicide. These are some really important questions. Now, maybe you already have the answers, but for those of you who don't, or for those who need a reminder, I'd like to answer life's 4 biggest questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What are you here to do? How can you do this? My name's Erik. I've been a pastor for over 20 years, and now I write to help people like you understand and apply the comfort and the call of the gospel. So I'm going to answer those questions as a Christian from a Christian worldview. I know you're busy, so I'll keep this really short. And then at the end, if you want more of the same thing, I'll tell you where to find it. Here we go. Question 1, who are you? This gets to identity. Genesis 1:27 says, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them." Who are you? You are a human being who has been created by God in his image. Now, you may also be a lot of other things, a man, a woman, a mom, a dad, a husband, a wife, a teacher, friend, mechanic, salesman, coach, but at the deepest and most profound level, this is who you are, a created image bearer of God. You're not an accident. You have been intentionally made by God. Question 2, why are you here? This gets to meaning. To answer this question, let's ask the one who made you, why he made you. Romans 14:8, if we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord. So then, whether we live or whether we die, we are the Lord's. The answer to this question of meaning is actually not up for grabs. Why are you here? You are here for God. That is the meaning of your life. You've been created by God and for God. Not for you, not even for others primarily. You are first of all here for God. And so Augustine wrote, "Thou hast made us for thyself, O God, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in thee." Question 3, what are you here to do? This gets to purpose. And you are here to glorify God. That means you are here to live your life in such a way that it draws attention to the greatness of God. That is the purpose of your life. That is what you have been created to do. John the Baptist put it this way in John 3:30, "He must increase and I must decrease." Now, the way we do that, glorify God, was boiled down by Jesus himself when his disciples asked him for the most important commandment. Jesus answered them in Matthew 22:32, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself." Love God and love others. Love God by obeying Him, trusting Him, worshiping Him. Love others by putting them before yourself and doing what is in their best interests. That is how you glorify God. That is the purpose of your life. That is what you are here to do. Question 4. How can you do this? If you're like me, you're thinking to yourself, if the meaning and purpose of my existence is that I am here for God to glorify Him, I'm failing. I don't love God the way I should. I don't love others the way I should. I'm selfish. I put me first. At the end of the day, in many ways, I'm not the man that I want to be. I'm not the man I should be. What about you? No one's listening. Are you the man or woman you should be? Well, the Bible teaches that you're exactly like me. You're a sinner. And that keeps you from glorifying God, which keeps you from fulfilling the meaning and purpose of your life, which keeps you from the rest and the peace and the contentment you long for. So this last question is very important. How can you do this? How can you be forgiven and redeemed and changed? And the answer is the gospel. That word gospel means good news, and it is the main point of the story that is the Bible. You are a sinner, alienated and deserving punishment from God. But the Son of God, Jesus, came, lived, suffered, died, rose from the dead in the place of sinners like you and me, so that sinners like you and me could be reconciled to God, could be given new minds and new hearts to glorify God and thus fulfill the purpose for which we were created. And that's it. Those are the answers to life's most important questions. Nothing new, nothing innovated, some really old answers, but they are the right answers. And so they're the best answers, the answers you need. One more question, a practical one I'd like to end with. What's the next step you need to take? That's obviously a question only you can answer. Maybe you need to look into what I'm saying. Maybe you need to read a Bible. Maybe you need to find a Christian church. Or maybe, and I bet this is a lot of you, you know this truth, but you're having a tough time living it out. If that's the case, I can relate to you. And by God's grace, I think I can help. I've committed my life, whether parenting or pastoring or now writing, to helping people like you understand and apply the comfort and the call of the gospel. In short, I just want to help people grasp the grace of God. So if you'd like more of this, you can find me on Instagram at Erik Myers Writes, or you can visit my website at erikmyerswrites.com. That's Erik with a K, M-E-Y-E-R-S, Writes.com. If you go there, you'll find resources like this for you, for your kids, and even for your business. Thank you for watching this. I know you're busy. I hope it was helpful, and I hope I get to help you again. Until then, may you grow in grace.